What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How's it going, guys? It's Thursday. I'm Jason, or Jaskur. I don't know how I'm gonna identify myself on these streams yet, but one of those two things, both of those things. And this is the beginner game development with hyperPad, our weekly series where I mess around with trying to build a game, bit by bit. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never done any game development. I do have a diploma in computer programming. It's computer programmer analyst, technically, from Fanshawe College, and I'm working on it. I'm a doer. I work real hard at picking up things as quickly as possible. Can you hear? I don't. Oh no. I have no idea. Let me check. You should be able to hear right now. 1 second. Sorry for the camera. I'm not putting the camera down there. Give me 1 second. Well, I can hear it. I have volume. I don't know. I unmuted and I heard myself talking. Do you have the stream muted? Okay. Okay. Just checking. Oh, and you can even be logged on from the hyperPad account. That's cool. That's handy, because then you can write messages from it. Hi, Clarissa. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit. I might have turned it down a little too far. Mostly just because I like being able to jam out to it, so I want it louder for me. Okay, but here we go. So, I think the agenda for today, I've written down a few things. I want to get sound effects going, which I did a little bit of digging into already today. And it was pretty easy, so I think, depending on how far I want to go with sound effects, it's going to be pretty easy to implement, so we'll do that first. And then last time we built a permanent attack upgrade, but that was the only upgrade that we built. So I was thinking that this time what I would do is build a permanent attack speed upgrade and a permanent level upgrade, maybe a permanent health upgrade, you know, throw a few of those up there. There's a few spots in my UI that aren't very pretty, so I was thinking that maybe we also might clean those up. Because there's going to be maybe some refactoring that I have to do when I clean those up. So we're going to take a look at that. Hey, Nonsense, how's it going? And then I still want to work on getting something like fire or ice working on bullets. But that's going to be the last thing. Right? The week is just flying by. Like, I've been thinking the same thing. It's, it is just, it has been a quick week. But, it's been a good one for me, at least. Yeah, it's been a real good one for me. I just can't believe it's already Thursday. And I decided that this time I would rock a hyperPad shirt, so that, you know, I'm representing while we're here on the stream. I had a sweater, but it's too hot, so I'm not wearing that. Oh, my apologies. I'm just already got a dry throat. This is not a good sign for this stream. It's gonna be real coffee. Hey, Scotty, good to see you. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, the shirts are nice. Okay, let's get started. So for the music, because that's the thing we're gonna do first, we're gonna have sound effect. I already went and grabbed a sound effects file for the shooting that I think is funny, because I'm like that, and I wanted a funny sound effect for when my tank fires. If the music's too loud, by the way, because I'm doing a different balancing system this time, if the music's too loud, let me know and I'll turn it down a bit. But so I already grabbed the sound file. So what I have to do first is load that sound file into the iPad simulator. And what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna skip a step. Rather than loading it into the simulator and then loading it from the iPad to hyperPad, I'm just gonna load it straight into hyperPad. We're just gonna make it a little quicker for me. So, back out at our main page. We'll go down here. Oh, I did already import the sound. Sorry, my bad. I skipped a step. So, pew pew lame sound. That's the one right there. So then what we're going to do is we're going to click on our tank, our little player object. We're going to click behaviors. Oh no! I meant to turn on the thing so you could view my clicks before the stream started today, and I totally forgot. I'm so sorry, guys. Next stream, I promise. It'll take too long to rebuild right now, and I don't want the stream to go down for that long. But next stream, I promise, I will turn on the thing so you can see my clicks. For today, I will try to be extra descriptive about what I'm doing so that it makes sense even though you can't see the clicks. Because I forgot to turn on that ability. Yeah, totally. Just there's a lot of things, but I missed that one. Okay, but so sound effect, really easy, really easy. We click on shoot. You see this little section on the right that says no sound selected, and it has the little like sound icon with nothing coming out of that. We're just gonna click on that, then we're gonna click on our pew pew lame sound. Done. So now every time the shoot happens, sound effect happens. And what that sounds like is this. Man, the music stopped at the right time. Oh, where's my sound? I can't even hear it, so I don't know what I've done wrong here. You can hear it? Okay, so it's just me that's missing it. You can hear the pews? Okay. That makes me feel better. I can't hear it firing at all. Ha! I can see the... Yes, I'm so glad you guys can hear it. I can't hear it. I don't know why. Okay, so that's even better. Because I was discussing this with one of my friends before I started the stream, that I was going to be doing sound effects today, but it was weird for me to do because I don't really like sound effects. Like, I typically, on all of any mobile game I've ever played, I mute the game almost instantly. Because I prefer to listen to music or listen to a podcast or something while I'm gaming, so I always mute it. So the fact that I get the muted experience while you guys get to enjoy the sound is just brilliant for me. Like, it's really just, like, top tier. But there we go. So now we have a sound effect. Now we have a nice little pew pew every time we shoot our gun. And then we still have this screen, which I might update what those initial numbers are so they don't go from 1000 on everything to these numbers. But this is the one screen that I want to work on in terms of UI. I want to change this red square so that it's not just a magical red square that does something. I want it to be obvious that it's attack up, and when you click it, you're gonna get your attack up. And I want the green button at the bottom to obviously be a play button. I don't want it to be a weird random green circle. Yay! I want it to make sense. But those are things we can work on. And that's what I meant by sound effects being quick. Like, all I had to do, once I had an MP3 file, which all I did was Google lame gun sound effect, like royalty free or whatever, and found a website that had little MP3s that were like, yeah, you can download this, you can put them in your game, you can put them in your whatever, it's fine, these sounds are fine. And so I found this little pew pew that I could use. And all I did was take that little MP3 file, and again we clicked on our shoot behavior, and we clicked where there is now pew pew lame sound effect, but there used to be a little red sound symbol that said no sound effect. We just clicked that, we put our sound effect in, and there we go. Now every time the gun fires, it makes a sound. Easy, easy. So the next thing that I think, oh right, I have a glitch that I wanted to take a look at, and you guys can take a look at with me. So pink slimes and blue slimes, when we kill them, the coins increment properly, always. Mice, when we kill them, the coin incrementing seems to reset and then start building again. And I don't know what I did wrong. So I need to take a look at how I did the behaviors on the blue slime, and then look at how I did the behaviors on the mouse, and see if I can figure out what the difference is, so I can kind of fix that bug. Because it's been really, for lack of a better word, it's been really bugging me during my playtests. So, on the blue slime, we start by getting the gold. Then we do random number. And then we add the random number to the get. And then we set. It's 4 steps. That should be easy. How did I not do that on the mouse? Let's find out. We did do the same thing. We get attribute, we get the predefined. That's what I did wrong. I didn't set what the attribute was that it was getting. Found it. So we get the gold. We add the random number. And then we set the gold. That'll work. That'll be better now. That's why it was always going back down to 0 whenever I killed a mouse. There. Easy. Bug squashed. I'm not even gonna play test it. I know what that did. So the next thing we're gonna do before we get to UI cleanup, because I'd rather add all the features, get them functional, get them doing something, and then work on tailoring them. Because replacing what object is being targeted, I think won't be that big of a deal. So we'll see. Especially since I think I'm always actually going to do an object. I think I'm going to do an object and a label for all of them, just because it makes more sense. I'll probably do 2 labels, I guess, because I'll do a label to tell you what it is, and then a label to tell you what the cost is. And it's all going to be formulated nicely on the screen so that it's very clear going top to bottom. Symbol, what it does, how much it's worth, and you click the symbol to buy it. I think. I'm hoping will make sense. I'm hoping it'll be clear visually once I build it. We'll see. We'll see. As I think about it, the more I think about it, the less I like having the object be a thing that I click to buy it. I'd rather it be a label that says attack up. I think it's better that it's the that it's an object though. I think just for behavior's sake. I'm just gonna shrink this down. Make it fit a little nicer. So we're going to be copying these. We're going to be doing this again to make our attack speed up. And I think we're going to do a level up to start. Because I like the idea of just being able to skip to level 2 or level 3 if you wanted to right away. If you have the gold. Just for people who are like, oh, I don't want to play those starting levels over and over and over and over again. So you earn enough gold, you buy the next level, you don't have to do it again. They will be high caps, so that you do have to upgrade your character a couple times before you can do it. But I think that'll make sense. Yeah. We're going to do attack speed first anyway, so it's fine. So we're going to copy this object. We're going to change its color. I don't think I saved my blue. No, I didn't. Okay. That'll do. Sorry, I did it wrong. I have to long press to save it, not click. Long press. There we go. So we want a blue one. It's gonna have a label. Again, right now, I'm just remembering that they're how I label things, because I've done it the same in the other part of the game. When you level up, red is attack up, blue is attack speed up, yellow is health up. So if I'm going to do a health up, it has to be yellow. And if I'm going to do a level up, it has to be a new color. Those are the only made up rules for my level design. Is as long as I keep those things consistent, I at least won't get confused while I'm building. And then when I go back to replace them all later, I know it's all red squares get replaced with this, all blue squares get replaced with this. That'll make sense, I think. We'll see. In my head it makes sense. So now we're just gonna go check out these behaviors. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff that we're doing inside here. We have a timer that's going to be getting the gold. I want that to stay. And then player attack. We don't want that. We want player attack speed. Ooh, and this one's going to be interesting. Because it starts at 15. Do I want it to double every time? No, I think the 1.5 times every time makes the most sense still. Yeah, we'll do 1.5 times. Now, we'll do 1.5 times the attack speed. And then we need to set the correct label. It is going to be this one. Oh, no, that's the price. Whoops. What do I want the price to be for attack speed upgrades? I didn't even think about this. How am I gonna change the scaling? Because it starts at 15. So I have to think about how it's gonna increase. Well, it's gonna increase by 1.5 times. I already said this. So from 15, that gets us to what, like 22.5? Useful, Jason. Great numbers. Great numbers to work with. I mean, no, I don't want to make our coins go on round numbers. Or, sorry, I want to make our numbers 21? Oh, yeah, you're right, sorry. Thanks, nonsense. How did I get... Anyways, not the point. Not the point. I must have thought 15 divided by 2 is a different... No, 7.5. Yeah, yeah. Anyways. I'm sorry, Clarissa. I know, it hurts my brain too. It's, But, in terms of how much the upgrade should cost... Maybe I'll just make the upgrade for attack speed cost whatever attack speed is. It's gonna be expensive. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it is. That's true. You're definitely right about that, Clarissa. Yeah, so I think I can just skip this whole multiply value step. So I'm just gonna set this value to be whatever the attribute is. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do that. We'll see if I regret this later, but for now, that's how I'm gonna go about this. Just gonna attach these. If the is higher or greater than or equal to this. Sorry, I will explain what I just did. My brain, I forgot. So, if the player's gold, which is this get attribute 15, is greater than or equal to get attribute 14, which is the player's attack speed, which is also the cost of the item in this particular case, then we're taking their attack speed and we're adding not 1. We're gonna do a multiply on their attack speed. Just because the way attack speed works, maybe I do 2 times. Let me double check. Let me double check what the level up behavior is. Because I want to do the same increases that happen on level up. What is the increase? Oh, right. All that does is broadcast. Wait, my bad. The actual behavior is done inside the tank. Our level up behavior is up here. Where are my other level ups? Where did I put them? There it is. They speed up. Multiply value by 1.5. Found it. Guys, note to all would-be streamers. Go over your apps before you stream again so you remember where everything is. I now only look at this game on Thursdays, and yeah, I need to look at it more frequently. There's been a lot of stuff this week that I've done outside of this. Anyways, so I am doing 1.5 times, which makes sense because that is what my brain naturally told me was the way I should go. So obviously that's what I had done earlier. So we'll go back into here. And again, we're going to replace this add values because we don't want to do an add values, we want to do multiply values. Do I have more music playing? No, it's just dead silence for 10 seconds. I got it. This connection for a second. Want that and then that. Okay, I guess. So we're gonna multiply their current attack attribute times 1.5. Attack speed attribute, sorry, times 1.5. And then we're going to set the player attack speed to that new value. And we need to subtract this value. Oh. I might need to do this the other way around. I might need to subtract the money first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to subtract the money first. Looking at how these behaviors are gonna play out. Because this is gonna change the value and then, yeah, we'll subtract the money first. There we go. We subtract our money and change it, and then we up our attack speed. But now we're gonna go test this because I'm curious that I didn't mess it up. Let's give it a play. Enjoy the pew-pews. We don't have any money right now, so I can't buy any upgrades. So we have to play around before I can do any upgrades. Pew, pew, pew. I was gonna record the sound effect myself, but I decided to just find one. I think it fits very well with the pews, even though I can't hear them. Okay, so we don't want to increase attack speed before we die, because that's what we're testing. So let's... Oh wait, no, it won't matter. I forgot. I made all of these temporary. None of this matters. So we'll all be erased when we go back to the menu. I forgot that I got that to work last time. I'm still very excited about that. It works exactly the way I wanted it to. We'll see if the persistent attack speed buffs work the way I want them to. That's going to be even more exciting. Also, get used to this firing speed so that we can tell that it's sped up. I shouldn't have done more health. That was a silly choice. We want to die faster, not slower. Though it's a good test of how much gold I think a character can earn in a run. Because we want to make those level up bonuses really high, right? So, right now it's, or right now there isn't one. But if I'm gonna do a thing in the shop where you can buy a level, right now I'm thinking 500 gold for the first level, and I'm thinking it doubles every single time you buy one. So it's 500 gold for the first level, 1,000 gold for the second level, 2,000 gold for the level after that. Like really, really high level caps. That'll make it more of a, yeah, I need to play and I need to get real good so that I can buy all the upgrades I want. Oh, now I can see if my mouse works. That's true. Oh yeah, it does. Good. It doesn't reset my gold anymore. We're still gonna lose here, but... Okay. So now we're gonna buy some attack speed upgrades. So it's 15. And it should go up. 15 plus 7.5 should be 22.5, I think. Yeah. Right. This is what I wanted to change, because I didn't want my gold to be all messed up. Now my gold's gonna be all messed up. Too late now. This is working the exact way I wanted it to. Man, am I getting weird numbers, though. Okay, we ran out of money. But our attack speed is way faster. So when we go back in, those bullets should be flying. Pew pew! Oh yeah, that's way faster than it used to be. I can barely even see the bullet fly. I think it might be too fast now. I think we might be glitching. That was 3 shots that haven't killed the slime? There we go. We got it there. We are too fast. We've exceeded the limits of speed. I might have to do something about that. I might have to figure out... Either I might have to limit the speed upgrades. Yeah, because the bullets are just disappearing. And then they're not hitting anything. And then sometimes they seem to be showing up again. Very strange. Very strange behavior. But my attack speed upgrades, I think, worked. Maybe. It's also possible that I didn't set the attack speed properly. And so it's getting set to something weird. I should try only upgrading it once, and then doing it. Let's restart. Sorry guys, we'll hopefully die a lot faster this time. I'm just gonna buy 1 attack speed upgrade so I can do a more sustainable test. Because 1 attack speed upgrade I've done just by leveling up. So I know what that looks like, or at least I think I know what that looks like. Actually, I'll see it right here. This is what it looks like. So when I do it here, it works fine. So the speed that we're shooting at right now is the speed that we should shoot at when we come back from doing our first upgrade. Should be the same speed. Because I set it as the same upgrade threshold. 1.1 or 1.5 times what its original value is. So I'm just gonna jam out while I wait for the tank to die. Our little Bob in a tank. You guys can jam out too. I don't mind. You can dance with me. How am I still alive? Bob Tank survives forever. I'm sorry, guys. If I started moving around, I would probably lose. The game's way easier to die when I'm playing. It's way harder to die when I'm not. But now that the mice are in, it might be faster. Mice are a good enemy. They just move real fast. I actually probably need to up how quickly the computer, or how quickly the game realizes I've killed an enemy, so that the mice don't hit me after I've shot them, because they're probably dead, but they just are too fast. So we're doing 1 speed upgrade. This should be functional. Yeah, okay. It is still good. So there is just an amount. Once I got too fast. I wonder what that limit is. I wonder if it's based off the refresh rate of the screen. I wonder if I can only go up to 60. And after that I start getting those problems where it like blanks out. I might have to put a cap on bullet speed. I'm gonna put a cap on how much health you can buy. Ooh, how am I even gonna track that? I think I can add another universal tracker. That should work. That should work. I should be able to add another tracker for it. But either way, our attack speed upgrade is working. So I was correct in all of my thoughts and plans and what have yous. I was gonna say I do want to change the price, but it actually ended up not being that bad. It's all computer calculated, so it suddenly switching to doubles. Numbers with decimals. Sorry, I was using programmer lingo. A double is an example of a floating point number, and integers are whole numbers. It switching over to decimals is no big deal because, again, it's a computer. It handles all of that math by itself. I don't need to worry about it. It will do it. So it's fine. It's not the best. I think it doesn't look very pretty, but it's alright. We'll see. Well, I might change it. I might change it to whole numbers. But this is working great. So the next thing is that I want to do you can change your starting level. And seeing that it took 2 runs and an attack speed upgrade, and I could have done more upgrades, I just didn't spend all my gold. But if I did, it probably would have taken at least another run. That makes me feel like the 500 gold threshold for that like instant level up is probably actually a good threshold. It seems 2 runs with like minimal upgrade, like with being smart about it, and 3 runs at least if you're not like trying to save money for the level up upgrade, I think makes sense. I think that seems reasonable for a game. And that way, after a couple runs, you don't have to do the first level anymore. You start at the second level. And then after another couple runs, it's like, okay, well, I'm tired of the second level now. Oh, I have enough money, I can go to the third? Awesome. And then you can just start moving up. I think that'll make sense. So we're going to build that next. It's going to, because I don't want to do the health up yet. Mostly because of the whole limiting thing. So I don't really want to build it quite yet. So I'm going to build level up first. So we have to figure out a new color. We're just going to copy this to make it easy on ourselves. So we're going to click the blue square and then click the little copy icon, which is the 2 overlapping squares that just popped out. Click those. We get our new square. We get our new label. Doing the same thing we did to get the square. Oops, didn't mean to stretch it. There we go. Again, I am not using a real iPad. currently to develop this. I am using an iPad simulator on a MacBook. That's something that I have access to because I am a developer on hyperPad as well. Otherwise, it would just be on an iPad, and it would be hecka easier to use. I'm very excited to start using or start doing some development on an actual iPad. I think it's going to be very nice for the stream, and then I just have to figure out a little bit of technology to figure out how I'm going to get the iPad, the physical iPad, to show up on stream, but shouldn't be too much work. Anyways, we need a new color, so we're not going to use green because green's our play button, so that would be confusing. We're not going to use red because that's attack up. We're not going to use blue because that's attack speed up. We're not going to use yellow because that is health up. Level up will be... let's do purple. I'm feeling purple. We're on Twitch, right? Might as well have a purple one. There we go. I'm just going to save that color in case I ever want to use it again for other level up things. So now we're just going to go in here and we're going to make some tweaks again to all of this math to get something that makes sense for us. So this one, I don't really need this get attribute to be tied to the label at all because it's not what we're going to be using to set the label. We're going to start it at 500 and we're going to go up from there in terms of the price. And that's just going to be random. So how am I going to determine that? Oh, I guess it is going to be based off the level, yeah. Their level times 500. Yeah, that's it. Their level times 500 is the price. That's how I do it. Man, my brain... I had a brain fart for a second, but that makes total sense. So we're going to change this get attribute 17 to, instead of getting the player attack speed, it's going to grab the player level. Thank you, Clarissa. I appreciate it. And then we are going to add another multiplication. Multiply values, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Guys, I struggle so hard. Okay, there we go. And set label. Okay, so we're going to multiply the player's level times 500. And then we're going to make sure that we're setting our correct label. And we're going to set it to this, to the, oh, what's the product. The product of this multiplication equation. Math. Words are hard. Anyways, the next thing, we have to double check that this is checking the right attribute, so it's not. So we want to make sure that it's checking that the player's gold is greater than the product of player level times 500, so our cost. If it is, subtract the cost from the gold. And multiply, or not multiply, we're going to do an add again. We're going to get rid of this. We're just going to increase our level by 1. So add values. We are going to get our level +1. And then we set our player level to the sum of player level +1. And now we can go test this. Okay, so it did set the initial price to 500. And again, just as a test to make sure that all my if statements work, because I haven't done my if statements in a bit. Yeah, can't click on any of these. You're not seeing attack speed or level go up. So we're gonna play. Enjoy the gentle music and the sweet caressing sounds of Pew as we fire off here. Let's do an attack up. I like attack up. Sorry, I'm just crossing things off of my to-do list for the stream. Okay, we're working on it. Hey, RX, no problem. Good to see you. We got sound effects. You can hear the pews. Oh, it makes me happy. That makes me happy. So we're just testing to see if my newest persistent upgrade works. So we have attack and attack speed, and then I just built a persistent level up. So we'll be able to start at level 2. Well, maybe not actually. I forgot about that. We're gonna probably need to do 2 runs because of the price I set. But that's fine. Maybe I'll show you. Maybe we'll see how far we can get. It's possible we get 500 gold in 1 run. It's just very unlikely. We're gonna increase our attack speed so you guys can hear the pews at a faster speed. RX, you missed it when I first started the pews. I can't hear them. Only you guys can. Okay, yeah, so we didn't make enough. So we're gonna do another round. We're gonna make small investments, just very small. We're gonna get our attack speed up. And we're gonna get our attack up. Just to 3. Because then when we level up at level 2, we'll get to attack speed 4. And that's where the money is. And then we can kill blue slimes in 1 shot. And this way I didn't waste too much gold. Because the goal is 500 gold. So we're hoping, we are very much hoping that that in this go around we can get up to 500 gold. But we can one-shot blue slimes now, so everything should be easier. Oh no! Oh no! That's my one biggest enemy. Is sometimes they kind of spawn on me, and my tank seems to have a hard time shooting them when they're on me. Again, if I was actually moving the player, would be fine. In this case, not so fine. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to play another round. I'm not gonna buy any upgrades this time. The attack speed and the attack upgrades that we bought last time are actually still in play. The way we designed the behaviors, they stick around every single round. So we still have all those upgrades, so we're not going to waste any more money. We're going to try and build up to that 500. And then, because I want to test this, but I don't want to lower it. Slime spawns too close to player. It does sometimes. It doesn't always do it, but when you're not playing, it does spawn a little too close to the player sometimes. It's rare, but it happens. If I was moving, it would be fine. I also have been meaning to implement, though haven't got around to it yet, a knockback effect. Is that intentional? The spawns being able, or the slimes being able to spawn on the player, is that intentional? No. No. The spawns can, or the slimes can spawn anywhere in the play space. And I don't think they're spawning on the player. I think they're spawning beside the player. And I don't know if there's anything in our logic currently for me to set a, like, spawn in this area with the exception of this, like, of this player, or this amount of space beside of the player. I think it avoids spawning on objects, but that's it. Yeah. So it's fine. It's not like a bug or anything. It's unfortunate for the way that my game, or the way I'm currently playing my game, but I don't think it's like a bug or anything like that. Plus, if I actually build in the knockback feature that I've been thinking about, when the slime hits the player or the mouse or whatever, when they hit the player, I want them to be pushed back a little bit to give the player a chance to run away, or in my case, when I'm not actually playing, I'm just letting the tank sit there, to give the tank a chance to hit the slime or hit the mouse or whatever. So, I just haven't built that in yet, which might be what we do next, actually. Why not? Maybe that'll be what we do. But I want to have a little knockback to give the player some space, just in every time they get hit. Because when the slimes are on top of you, they can take out all your hearts in one go, because it'll just stick there. So I definitely want to address it. I just want to address it the right way, and it's going to be doing something with my game logic. I feel like my cat's on my chair, but I can't feel them, so they might not be. I just thought I heard them. Okay, this should be the last run, I promise, and then we'll actually get to test the level up. I should have just set the amount lower for testing purposes. But this makes me feel better, because this does make me feel like you have to play a couple times to get 500 gold, and that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be you could instantly get the next level right away. I wanted it to be after a couple runs, you're probably tired of fighting only pink slimes at the start. You deserve a shortcut to the second level. That's my thought process behind being able to purchase a level right away. Because purchasing a level is actually worse than leveling up. Because when you purchase a level, you don't get your level up screen that gives you, that like lets you increase your attack. Like you don't get this when you purchase a level up. And I'm gonna leave it that way because I like that. I like that if you purchase a level up, the difficulty of the game increases, but your tank's ability doesn't. If you earn a level up, the difficulty of the game increases and your tank's ability increases. I like that distinction. So oh, we got a good jam going again. And there's, yeah, this is, with the mice, we're gonna be done. This is gonna be it. But at least we have all the money we need. Actually, a pretty good run by the tank. Yep, this is it. But we have enough money, so if we buy this, Level 2. 1000. That did not adjust right. That, I did the wrong thing there. I'm not gonna fix it right now, because I want to play the game again, just to see if that instant level up worked the way I think it's gonna work. But I need to keep in mind that bug, that I messed up the gold. The gold should have dropped by 500, not by 1. See, this isn't... It doesn't say level 2. But it did start at level 2. Now it says level... oh, see, it's off. I have to fix that. I have to fix that. Oh, right. I also needed to fix this subtraction. It needs to subtract the product of this multiplication. There we go. That fixes one of my bugs. Now the other bug is this. So I have these being updated all the time. I think it's because I don't have my level being updated all the time. I have my level being updated when I level up. Oh, I know what I can do. Doige. I'm just gonna set it on the actual label itself. When you spawn, so when the scene switches back over to this scene, we're gonna grab the attribute of, or we're gonna grab the global tracker's level, and we'll display that. Because all the settings are right, it did, because we had blue slimes instantly. So it did definitely put my player at level 2 right away. But it didn't show that increase. So we're now going to do a set label. And we're going to set this label to this attribute. Done. And that's only on spawn. So when we, or when the scene loads. So when we first come in, it'll set to whatever that universal tag says. And that way when we set our level to 2 after leveling up, when we come back to that main screen, it will actually say level 2 in the top left corner. Plain and simple, really, really easy little fix. So I'm gonna take a quick break. When I come back, we're gonna work on, I'm gonna figure that out, I guess, during my break, because I'm not 100% sure what I think we should work on next. We could do social. Yeah. But I wanted to, yeah, we could do a Q&A afterwards. If people are feeling that, we can have a little sit down and chat and just hang out, and we can talk about whatever hyperpad things. You guys can ask me questions about me, about my background in coding or whatever. We can just chill for a bit and hang out and get to know each other. So Yeah, we can do that. Let's do that. So I'm going to throw up the be right back. Yes, I'm going to throw up the be right back. I'm going to go take a quick break. And then I'll be right back and we can hang out and have a little chat. So I will see you guys soon.
Maybe I know all your secrets, but you tell me stupid lies. Oh, you think you
Okay. Oh, did I mess up my audio? I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't realize I turned off the music. I didn't realize I needed to add my audio source again. Give me 1 second. I will add the audio source back so we can get our music going. There we go. I'm sorry I left you guys hanging while it was on Be Right Back without any music. I didn't even realize what I had done. What your OC should look like. Oh, I did put music? Okay, just checking. Okay, we're good. We're good. Alright. So, I rearranged my stream setup so that it's just my big mug. If we decide to go and check out more things on the if we decide to go check out more things on the app while we're talking, I can switch right back over to that and we can pull it back up. It's no big problem. But while we're just chatting, I figured I would just throw it up to just be me so that you guys can see the stuff in the background better, maybe, in case that's what you want to focus your questions on. You know, just figured it would be nice. So I don't even know how to go about doing this, but I figured, yeah, we would just hang out and chat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm wearing my hyperpad shirt. I also have a hyperpad sweater. It's just too hot. I wore it constantly until the weather got hot, and now I don't wear it. So I decided for the stream this time I should wear some hyperpad merch. I might actually wear this every stream. We'll see. I might make it my like stream uniform, and you might always see me in the hyperpad shirt. Yes, that too. What Clarissa's saying. We want to do some giveaways, with our swag during the streams because that would be awesome. And speaking of giveaways, because it reminds me, we are currently doing a giveaway on our Instagram. When we, oh, like crazy. It's hot. It's hot. When we when we hit 500 followers, we're doing a giveaway. So if any of y'all aren't following our Instagram currently, do it. And just follow it. You give the post a like, so you might have to do a little scroll to find where the post is, but just find the post. It has a pair of Beats headphones on it, 'cause that's what the giveaway is for. Yeah, there you go. For some Beats. Sorry, Clarissa, I was being forgetful. But you can get some Beats. So all you have to do is go find the post that has the Beats headphones on it and give it a like and give us a follow. And then when we hit 500 followers, we're going to be going through and raffling off that those headphones. Did you really? Man, nonsense. The timing is perfect. Oh, no way. That's awesome, Rex. So, that's those headphones, I assume. I assume it's probably the same pair that we sent Rex. You guys can win a pair of those by following us and liking the post on Instagram. It is, I believe our Instagram is just at hyperpad. I did have it open earlier. Clarissa can double check me on that. But I believe it is just at hyperpad. Yes! Oh, you got it from a game jam. That's awesome. Yeah, shout out to Lemonade Cat, though. We posted a video about his... Oh, what is it called? Friday Night Funkin', I think is the game. Sorry. His remake of that, we posted on our TikTok, and it got over 7,000 views on TikTok. Like, it's just insane. People are loving it. And RX Code hit 500 subs on YouTube? That's amazing! Oh no! Oh no! I'm so sorry, RX. I got it right? Okay. Thanks, nonsense. Rex, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna look into the Nightbot settings, because it's way too strict. I'm gonna look into those and try to get it lightened up, because I do want to be able to post like links to the Discord. Actually, I need to make a exclamation mark command for that. Is what I want to do. So you can just go exclamation Discord. It's gonna stick. Nonsense. You got it in my head last time. I know I bounce back and forth between RX and Rex, but it's gonna stick. It's gonna stick. It's just easier to say. But yeah, I want to have exclamation point Discord. That'll link everybody to the hyperpad Discord so that we can get everyone in there. I also want to get one that highlights our socials just every like 10-20 minutes. I think during the stream I want to have a little command that just pops up. I feel so bad. I've never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't... That's so crazy. I have never heard of FNF before. And then, yeah, like, it's just, like, watching all those games and stuff blow up is huge. It's so cool. It's so wicked to watch. Yeah, it really does seem to be. At the moment, I'm trying to get my OC looking like a Gotti. So many people were requesting it for Android. I tried recreating the game on hyperPad if you want to try it out. Right, is I do need to I do want to try it out. I was thinking about doing a stream of featured games and checking out a bunch of different games on hyperpad. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I want to just go through a bunch of, like, either the ones that we know about because the Discord, so ones that we're already featuring there, or ones that we're not featuring anywhere right now, just random games that are on the hyperpad store. I'm obviously going to probably go and check those games before I show them on the stream, but I do want to make a stream of just playing through a bunch of those. Yeah, it'd be really... I would love to, like... Because I watched all of E3. I live streamed all of E3 on my personal channel. T-Palm is very hard. Hey, I like hard rhythm games. I'm about hard rhythm games. But yeah, I streamed well, not all of E3 because it ended up some of it was during work, so I didn't stream all of E3. But all of the E3 that wasn't part of work, I actually streamed from my personal channel and like live streamed it all. It was really fun. I really liked E3 this year. It was really good. Well, some of it. The part I cared about was really good. Yeah, rhythm games on a keyboard is definitely better. Yeah. I actually, so in T-Palm, do rhythm games work? Like, is it a joystick? Or is it swipes? Because I've played a lot of swiping rhythm games, and I do like swiping rhythm games. But I haven't... I'm sorry, Rex. I haven't super looked into T-Palm yet. I do pay somewhat attention on the Discord. but I haven't super looked into the game myself yet. It's taps? Oh, okay. Oh, then yeah, I'll be fine. I'm good with tapping games too. I'll be fine. I'm sure some of it has to do with hyperpad syncing, but I really like tapping games. Yeah, Clarissa, I'm sure. I'm all talk. You just wait. I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna fail. Yeah, swiping rhythm games are fun. I used to have a ton of rhythm games on my phone. I've kind of slowed it down, but I used to have a ton of rhythm games on my phone, and I've had like every rhythm game that's existed for console, like Guitar Hero, Rock Band, Rocksmith, DJ Hero, all of them. Pretty much every single like rhythm game that has come out. I have a couple rhythm games for VR. I have PC rhythm games. Oh yeah, RX is going to be doing a stream on the hyperpad account tomorrow, and that is a great question, Clarissa. What are you going to be doing at 8 p.m. at 8 p.m. tomorrow? He'll do a vlog going to McDonald's. I'd watch it. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, Rex, what are you gonna be doing? Give us your little elevator pitch. Just don't steal my job. Don't become our new official streamer. That's a good point. Working on some of your projects. Nice. Okay, wicked. I'm excited to see what you're working on. Yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited. I have a couple buddies that I've been talking to about the hyperpad app and about making games on it, because they've been coming in checking out these streams, and they think the app looks cool because it is cool, and they are talking to me about wanting to make their own games, which is amazing because they're not friends of mine who are developers. They are friends of mine who are streamers and work in other industries, and they saw me building a game and were like, hey, that looks awesome, can I build a game? So I'll be answering questions and explaining how my games work because they're pretty complex. Nice. Maybe in a Discord call. A Discord call is not a bad idea. You won't be using Discord, okay. Maybe I should do that one day. Maybe I'll hop in a Discord voice chat so that you guys can actually chat with me. And you'll be able to talk, you'll be able to have a chat with me. Oh, that's what you were saying, Nonsense. Yeah. Nonsense. Rex is going to be using the hyperpad account. He's going to be streaming right here. Well, I mean, not here, physically, in my office. But he's going to be streaming on this account. It's easy. Yeah, it takes a little bit of tweaking, but once you get it going, it basically runs itself. I click a few buttons, off we go. All I have to do is talk nonstop for 2 hours. And if you guys ever meet me in real life and have a social conversation with me, you'll notice it's pretty hard to get me to not talk for 2 hours. So, hey, that works. Thanks, Clarissa. I appreciate it. I like streaming. I talk a lot. Might as well talk to an audience. I feel like I wanted to show you guys things. Like, in my brain, I just instantly am like, I want to pull down everything off the wall and show you guys the random stuff. Like, I have so many. Nothing's really that special. There's only, like, one special thing. I think. There's some cool stuff. There's some stuff that I like, but there's nothing that's really, like, super special. This made me really happy. I found this recently. Oh, right. Wrong camera. I was pointing at my normal stream camera. So these, I didn't think were going to get released in Canada. So it's a little Tamagotchi of Demon Slayer. And I saw these like a year, maybe 2 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. It's a fully... Sorry, I keep going to the wrong camera. It's a fully Japanese product. Like, that's why I didn't think it was coming to Canada. There is English instructions on the back. But I just legitimately did not think this was coming. And I was in EB Games the other days, and I saw this. I saw all of them. They had Tanjiro, they had Nezuko, and they had... why am I blanking on his name? They had the Lightning Kid. Maybe I'm wrong about 2 years ago. Maybe a year ago? I don't know. Like, it was just after the show. They announced the Tamagotchis, I think. Like, just after season 1 of the show ended. I feel like the season 1 of the show was 2 years ago. Yeah. I was trying to figure out how to say this. Arigato. Yeah, that's thank you. Or one of the ways you can say thank you. I was trying to figure out last night how to say that I can speak a little bit of Japanese. And I'm pretty sure it's... Watashi wa skoshi nihongo shushin desu. I think. But I don't think shushin is right. I think shushin might be I'm from there. Portuguese is cool. And like Brazilian Portuguese, even like as separate from Portuguese, I know they're similar enough, or my understanding is that they're similar enough that you could understand the two, but there's still differences between them. And even those differences, like Brazilian Portuguese is a nice language. My favorite food? You guys answer that. I'm not a food person. I can't. My favorite food is French fries. Like, it's embarrassing. I'm a 30-year-old man, and my favorite food is probably still French fries. Either that or gyudon. Gyudon is so good. But gyudon in... fries are a good food. Gyudon in Japan was so much better. Gyudon in Canada is lame. But, like, I don't know. It's like Canadian beef doesn't taste the same. I don't know why I feel that way, but I always have. But I'm going to really quickly try and find... I love French fries. Regular French fries. Regular French fries are the way to go. It's not tacos. No. I'm so weird with tacos, Scotty. Rex says weird food combinations. You're making me hungry. Oh, you just wait. Wait until I show you the picture of gyudon. So this was the last bowl. Actually, this was really fancy gyudon. This was like prime rib gyudon. But that was the last bowl of gyudon that I had in Japan before I left. And I had that little titan. There, you can see in the top corner where my finger's pointing, there's a little Titan hanging off my bowl. I still have that little Titan. He is... Actually, I'll show you him because he's very, very small. Look at him. Look at how tiny he is. And he just clings to the sides of bowls. Yeah, it's the Colossal Titan. Yeah, yeah. He's so cute. He was my little eating buddy in Japan. Though I say that, I only got him at the end. So I should have got him right at the start and carried him around with me. But he was my little eating buddy when I was in Japan. Because I went by myself, so he was one of my buddies. I took Goku with me when I traveled. I took Goku, so I have some pictures of Goku in Japan, so I took him with me. I also took Soups with me, so you can, and he's a little beat up from it, but I took Soups and Goku with me because they're my two favorite. I'm not gonna lie, I really, at least out of my current Funko Pops, they're my favorite, and I was going to Japan to try and live there. I was there for a month, and then I just ended up coming back home instead. But so I took the Funko Pops that I liked the most with me, so that I could I would always have those. And Clarissa, you were talking about the Pikachu before. This is actually a piggy bank that I got a couple years ago because I'm a child and still request things like this for my birthday. And so it is a Pikachu piggy bank. Just cause. And then the only thing that I was gonna say that like I think is cool, it's super nerdy, but it's probably my favorite thing that I have, and it's a really weird favorite thing to have, are these cards. So I have random card collections. You can see you can see if you look back here, I have a pile of cards right there. I have multiple piles of cards over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 piles of cards on my shelves. Arcade claw machines are super rigged. The Japanese ones are a little better. They're still not great though. But so what these cards are, I love Pokemon card game. It is hard. It is very hard. What these cards are is Dragon Ball Z cards. And they're actually from an arcade game. So in Japan, there's an arcade, and the first thing you get is a little Capsule Corp Bandai Namco passport. And so this card is like my player ID. So when I walk around to any arcade machine in Japan, I tap this card down and it goes, "Oh, Jason's playing." And then I have about, I don't know, a couple hundred Dragon Ball Z cards from the Dragon Ball Z arcade game. So this one is your custom character. And then after your custom character, I have like a bunch of Gokus and just like a bunch of other characters from Dragon Ball. These cards are amazing. I love these cards more than just about any other collectible card I have ever got. They're super, super shiny. Everything, they're all different Dragon Ball characters from like all across canon and not canon Dragon Ball stuff. The cards are entirely in Japanese. But the way that this game worked is you would play a round of it, so you'd do like a fight. And at the end of you playing the game, they would pop a card out of the machine. So every single time I played, I got another card for my collection. Not all of these were obtained that way. I did not play the arcade game this many times. But I did probably play it like 20 times. Yes, you do need to go to Japan. I love Japan. It was the coolest place I've ever been. But yeah, there's pretty much like you could name a Dragon Ball character, and I probably have a card of that character at this point. I found I became so obsessed with this arcade game that I went scouring card shops. I did not just go into one card shop. I went into many card shops trying to find the Dragon Ball cards, because this arcade game was even hard to find. There's like in Akihabara, which is the like nerd section of Japan, and it's where I was staying. They have a ton of arcades. Some of them have closed down now due to the pandemic, which is really sad. But they probably have, yeah, like local card shops in Tokyo. So I went to, I walked around. I walked around the arcades, and it took me. It took me 5 arcades before I finally found an arcade that had the Dragon Ball game in it. And then that arcade became my favorite arcade. I just went back there every day. And then when I became so hooked on the game that I needed a deck, I needed more cards, like I needed better cards than what the game was giving me, I walked around and went in and out of Japanese card shops, just like random small Japanese card shops in Akihabara. And I looked all over trying to find Dragon Ball cards, and I couldn't find them. I could find Pokemon cards, I could find Vanguard cards, I could find Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I could find tons and tons and tons of other cards, but I couldn't find any Dragon Ball cards. And then I was walking down, I'd walked like 4 blocks down Akihabara, which doesn't sound like far, but in busy, crowded Tokyo, it feels like far. So I'd walked like 4 blocks, gone through a ton of shops, and then I was like walking through a corner store, like a random corner store. And I turned a corner and saw these Dragon Ball cards hanging on the wall. And I was like, oh my god, I want them, I want all of them. And I saw a bundle of about 100 cards, which is what made up most of this. And it was like $10 or something like that. Like, it was not expensive. And so I was like, awesome, I'm gonna buy that. And then right beside it, it might have. Let me know if it. Oh, mine broke too. Oh no. Let me know how it's going. I just refreshed and I seem to be good. Nonsense, are you here? Debee leaves you? It's fixed now? Okay. Just checking. So right beside the like deck of like 100 cards, there was one card. That was a card that I very much wanted for the exact same cost as the 100 cards. And I legitimately, because I knew I might not be back in Japan for a while, I legitimately sat there and stared at the 1 card versus 100 cards for a good, like, 10-20 minutes. And then somebody in the store was like, oh, do you need help? And I felt embarrassed. And so I ended up just very quickly, like being like, and I grabbed the bigger pack of cards and ran. Not ran. I went and paid for it, and I also bought this little deck carrier from them so that I could carry around all my cards. And then the other half of it, I'm less proud of because I'm just less of a fan, which is sad but true. Is My Hero cards, but most of them are custom heroes. But there, sorry. But there was also a My Hero Academia card game or arcade game that was very much the same style as the Dragon Ball one. And every single time you finished playing a round of the game, it shot out more cards for you, so that the next time you played, you had different heroes you could play with. Which is just it's such a great idea for an arcade to have collectible cards built into the arcade game. Like, it's so brilliant. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad there's My Hero fans in the room. But so I did, there's so many. And like, and in Japan, it's just to another level. Like, when you're here, at least, we have very few. We have Pokemon and we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's be serious. Those are really the only card games that anyone plays in Canada or in the US. But you go to Japan and they play so many games. Oh, and Magic. But, and like, Magic's not as much of a thing in Japan, because they have so many of their own card games that they don't really play Magic. But they play a whole bunch of other things. And sure enough, like, every card den I walked into, every single card shop I walked into, had a whole ton of tables set up for people to play at, and a ton of people sitting down playing. Every single one of them. And they were, I think, actually mostly playing Vanguard, because that's the new hotness in Japan. But they were all sitting around playing card games, and they would actually, like, get up, buy more cards, and then sit back down. And, like, you'd see them shopping around for specific ones. Like, it was really cool. I guess I've never gone to a card shop in North America, but it was really cool to walk around card shops in Japan. Yeah, they are. I, more than once would get embarrassed because I'd be playing an arcade game, and then I would walk away from it, and a Japanese person would walk up after me. And I say Japanese person because I'm trying to make myself less embarrassed. A Japanese toddler, like half the time, would walk up to me. Would walk up to the arcade game I was just playing after I walked away. And I'd be like, oh, so cute. The kid's gonna play. Like, this is gonna be, like, that's so cute. I'm gonna watch them play. And then the kid would destroy anything I was doing. And I was like, how? You can't even see the game above the controls, and yet you're beating me. How? I don't get this. Like, it's an exaggeration. They could definitely see the screen. But, like, it's just how good they are at games. And just, arcades are so prolific. Like, even I went to Kyoto, and I spent a week in Kyoto, and when I was there, I went to go see a movie. I don't even remember what movie anymore off the top of my head. But I went to go see a movie, and right beside the movie theater was an arcade. Like, not in the movie theater, because that's, like, that would be normal. That would be us, and it would be a lame arcade. But, like, a couple buildings down, there was a, like, big, serious arcade. And so I went and hung out there. I went and played arcade games I think I was, like, an hour early for my movie, because I was just doing a walk around Kyoto that day, and decided I'd go see a movie. So I was playing the drums, because that's my favorite arcade game. I spent, like, a good hour. It's called, Taiko Drum Machine. But it's, I don't even know how to describe it properly. It's like these big wooden drums. They're very big. They're like yay big kind of thing. And they have two little sticks, and they just go brrrr, and they either hit the inside or the outside, and that's it. There's only two sounds, in or out. but the speed at which they do it is so insane. I always played it on easy, and I played anime songs because I'm a weeb, and I was in Japan for anime. So I would scroll through to the anime section, and then or video game section, and then I would scroll down to games I knew or anime I knew, and I would play them. So I did a lot of like Dragon Ball theme songs, One Piece theme songs, Sword Art Online theme songs. I did some Kirby music, some Mario music. Like, it's such a good game. And because we were talking about rhythm games, it fits perfectly. One drum. There's 2 drums on the machines. For most of the arcade machines, but that's just because it's 2-player game. But it's only 1 drum, and it either has an inside, or you either hit the inside of it or the outside of it. That's it. It's only 1 drum. You're just either hitting the rim or hitting the inside. And people in Japan are so serious about the game that, like, I would play using the sticks that were in the arcade, because what else are you gonna do? Why would you bring tools? So I would use the sticks that are in the arcade. But again, those Japanese people would turn up after me, and they would pull a pair of taiko drumsticks out of their back pocket. And they were typically, like, really cute. Like, they were always, like, designed and really, like, cutely done up. But they would just pull these taiko drumsticks out of their back pocket and just start wailing. And I was like, man, how, like, you're so serious about this. I'm so impressed. And, like, they're just so good. I loved it. Taiko's fun. Yeah, sorry, I feel like there's a big delay on the stream. So I'm trying to, like, jump back to respond to things that have been said, but I feel like there's a good, like, 30 seconds. Yeah. It's nonsense. Like, but, I love it. I miss Japan every day. When things get a little more cleared up, I'm probably gonna go back. That country is amazing. And it's so much, everything about it is fun and joyful, and their entire country is built upon the idea that you shouldn't make trouble for other people or inconvenience other people in any way, shape, or form at any given point in time. And so even though it's crowded and it's busy, everyone is kind of staying out of your way, because everyone else is staying out of everyone else's way. Like, it's the only people that ever really get caught up in it and kind of mess things up, in my experience when I was there, were foreigners who were just like, who were acting the way that I assume we all normally do in our home countries, where it's just like they did whatever they wanted, and they would bump into the paths of Japanese people, and it would cause like Japanese block-ups, and then it would be like, and then people would move around them and everything would be fine. But, like, it was just so weird. But, like, it's... I have nothing but good memories from being in that country for a month. Every single person I met, every single thing I did, every single second of being there was great. Car racing, combat games, rhythm games. They're really good at rhythm games. It's just so impressive. It took me 30 years to get to this level of gaming, and they're doing it in, like, 3. Like, come on. You gotta give me some kind of advantage. I'm trying to think of what else I should show you guys. I recently bought the Dragon Ball chess set. That made me really happy. I've wanted a collectible chess set for forever, and I've just never known which collectible chess set to buy, and I finally bought a Dragon Ball one. And then right beside it, being all sad and lonesome, and in the background of all my pop figures is Mal from Firefly. Poor Mal. And then I have like random things that aren't Funko Pops up there too. So I have Mal, and I have Daenerys and Tyrion from Game of Thrones. And then I have Batman, Wonder Woman, and Supes. So I have the Trinity of DC Comics. And then I have Goku and Vegeta. And then I have a Vault Boy bobblehead. I have, for some reason, the middle evolutions of the Kanto starters, the original first Gen 1 starters. You have 19 mangas? I don't have any. Shockingly enough, I don't have one. I have the closest thing I have to manga. Oh no, that's not true. I might have manga. I was gonna say the closest thing I have is these. Sword Art Online is my favorite series. But these are books. These are like full-on novels. But I have 6 of these, and they're a new like branch off of Sword Art Online that I'm obsessed with. But I do actually have the first ever. I have Pokemon Adventures #1, which is a great manga. Pokemon Adventures is super cool. This is the story of Red. So rather than Ash, it's Red, and he is amazing. He captures all of the Pokemon, and is like beats all the trainers easily. Like, it's so much better. So much better than the TV show. Oh, getting stuck. And then I also just bought, no, I'll pull those down now. I bought these recently. Or I already had the first one. So these are really cool. If any of you are into comic books at all, you'll know, so you know DC Comics versus Marvel Comics. And you know that Stan Lee wrote like most Marvel comics. Like he is like the father of Marvel Comics. So at some point in DC's history, I don't know when this happened, but at some point they reached out to Stan Lee. And they contracted him for a series called Just Imagine Stan Lee Creating the DC Universe. And it's all of the DC superheroes rewritten by Stan Lee. So it's like Superman, Batman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, and then I don't know if you can see any more of them on here. I think this is the Flash. I'm actually not sure who these two are supposed to be, but it's Stan Lee. Stan Lee's version of DC superheroes. And they're just really cool. It's you can really tell like Stan Lee style when you're reading them. But it's like a really, really, really neat set of comic books. If any of you are really into comics, I highly recommend picking these up. I believe there's only 2 volumes, but there's even like Justice League comics as part of it. There's an individual, yeah, they look super different. Batman's a black guy who was a pro wrestler. He has a very Spider-Man-esque origin story. Wonder Woman is based off a Mayan goddess, I believe. I haven't read Green Lantern, so I can't tell you about Green Lantern. And Superman was a Kryptonian cop. I'm gonna miss Stan Lee. He's great. I really hope they animate his likeness into movies for forever. I hope that was a thing that he agreed to, that he went, yes, you guys have the technology to animate my likeness into movies for the rest of human history. Please animate my likeness into every single Marvel movie for the rest of humanity. And I think that should happen. I think that would be totally reasonable. But who am I to say? But it looks like I actually did manage to just talk for a good solid hour. 3D, yeah, 3D. Have you seen Rogue One, for example? That's what I'm thinking of. Because Princess Leia at the end of Rogue One, or Grand Moff Tarkin through all of Rogue One, like those weren't them. Like those were animation. We have that technology. I'm sure whatever they did to bring them back, we could do for Stan Lee. And put Stan Lee in everything for forever. Like, it's gotta be doable. Gotta be. I'm sure we have enough voice samples of him, too. That we could deep fake his voice. Easy. Easy. But anyways, enough of my jibber jabber. I have gone on for long enough. We have hit the end of our stream for today. It was great talking to y'all as always. Again, thank you Van Goat for the follow. Much appreciated. Thanks everyone who chatted along or who came out to watch. Much appreciated of y'all as well. I do love seeing y'all, and I love having a chat with y'all. It was good getting to share things about myself today, too. It was fun. Once again, I wanted to remind everybody that we have that giveaway going on Instagram. So if you just follow us on Instagram, go find the post where you see some Beats headphones and give that post a like. Once we hit 500 followers, you'll be entered into a raffle to win those headphones. So go head on over to our Instagram, which I believe is just hyperPad, and go check it out and give us a follow and a like. Tomorrow, here on this channel, hyperPad, twitch.tv/hyperpad, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to have our very own Rex, aka RX Codes, come on and do a stream of some of the work that they are currently working on. That's going to be super exciting. And then next Thursday, we're going to have a special guest on towards the end of the stream. That's all I'm going to say for now. But more news to come on our socials probably as we get closer to that time. So until then, again, great seeing all y'all. Love all y'all. Be good to yourselves and be good to those around you because it is important. And I will see you guys next Thursday at 3 p.m. our usual time, our usual place for our usual stream. Until then, see you guys later and have a good one.